Well, despite the fact that my eyes are all puffy, I look like a bag of don't look so good. I'm definitely a morning person. Last night I was feeling pretty terrible as I rolled into Radium Hot Springs, into the campground. Pretty desperate for my bed. Pretty disappointed with my day. Done 180k. Which leaves me kind of short where I want to be. Now I've woken up. I woke up at 5:20 on the road by 6:15 after hot chocolate and some breakfast. Feeling much better about the day ahead. What's coming? Spot's pretty good. Rolling up this hill here. There's some hot springs here. I'll come back with Connie, and we're going to do things like just go and sit in the hot spring. Take it easy. Well, this morning feels, geez, pretty good compared to last night. Said it before, I'm a morning person. Managed to get up to about 50 k's in 3 hours, including about 700-800 of vert, which is pretty good going for this boy. Gonna head out there. Somewhere out there is Ute Pass. There's a big old lake behind me. You can see that. And stop up here for 10 or 15. Have a little snack. Get some water. Do some water sterilisation. So I've got good water for up over Ute Pass. Woo! Top of Ute Pass. How good? How good is the top of Ute Pass?
Wow. That was a grind and a half.
It was a grind and a half. Check out those views.
Wowie.
Summit County. Fucking A. Oh well, Silverthorne. Putting on a bit of a dream of a cycle path. Oh. Next to the river there, about 5 k's to go to get up to the dam, and then we're heading to Frisco, get ourselves some foods, more food. Oh, how beautiful is that? What? Sorry. I don't know if you can see through the trees there. That's all brick. Big mountains. Loads of them. Cruising up this road, up Warriors Pass. That's a local dude, just disappeared out of view. Got some aerobic capacity on him. Sneak a shot of those mountains? Maybe not. It's pretty nice. Have to take my word for it. There you go. Now you don't have to take my word for it. It's pretty nice. We're heading up here somewhere. Breckenridge back down there. Maybe smashed about 250 of the vert out of the total 500 we've got to get getting up here. Good news. Look at that. That is amazing. This is coming into Como. Lovely little town. A bit stormy, absolute hand of God. Light coming down. Whoa. I left Hartselle this morning after camping behind the pub, which was good. Music turned off just as I was finishing putting in the last peg. Everyone went home. and slept well. Woke up 5:30 into the breakfast cafe, bang on opening at 6. Had breakfast. Now on Washboard Road to Salida. About 15 k's in, about 60 k's to Salida. Get some lunch, get a resupply, get a spare set of brake pads, get some maybe some lube, and get on over to wherever we go next. Bit of a headwind this morning. Pretty vast areas, a lot of this going on, a lot of peddly. Vast areas, look at it, nothing for a long way. Good if you like grass. Well, heading up Marshall Pass. Interesting, looks a lot like start heading up Fleecer Ridge actually. Little Creek Road. But if I said that they all look like Fleecer because the Little Creek and the road, the two dividers very much Fleecer. It's nice to be back in the forest a little bit. I was hoping this wind would disappear with the forest turning up, but it hasn't. So we've got a headwind going up the hill, a little tailwind in the face, as we like to say. Well, we're coming up to the top of Marshall Pass finally. Holy smokes, that's a big climb. It's like 1,250 metres, just at like 3% grade. So you know you're going uphill, but it just took forever. It was like, I don't know, 25, 30 k's from Salida, just grinding away. Someone else can do the maths, how far it was. And then I got to the top there, and there two guys just pulled in, and they're crewing for their buddy who's trying to do an FKT on the Colorado Trail, which passes just there, crosses over, as does CDT. So it's all like a three-way crossover of trails. And they're like, hey, do you want an ice block? So I had an ice block. Giving them out to anyone so it doesn't defy the rules, I don't care. And now, looks a bit stormy. This is me going through the cutting at the top. We're going to boost it down to Sergeant's, try and get down for this if it does rain before it rains too hard. You. Well, we stopped pretty early last night at about 180 something K, about 9:30, because it was raining heavy, it was cold, and I was going up quite high. I was already at 2.7, almost 2.8. And out in this kind of just sage grassland, and it's pretty muddy. Once you get off the road's good. So anyway, I spent the night in the tent. I was warm and I was dry, which was awesome, and I had a hot chocolate, and it was pretty good. But woke up this morning and it was raining again, so managed to get the tent down before it started raining, hoping that one of these sucker holes will open up and turn into a bright sunny day, but I'm not so sure. It's put me a fair bit behind where I want to be, like 50k from yesterday, maybe 40 from yesterday. And then, so I've got to get to Del Norte and then Indiana Pass. I don't think I want to do Indiana Pass in the end of the day, because it's the biggest, tallest, highest. Woke up this morning with a bit of a headache, I think, from the altitude. Anyway, we'll just crack on, eh? What can we do? Just keep pedaling the bike and we'll get there in the end. Keep pedaling, you'll get there. Well, morning's turned around a bit, which is awesome. There's me pedaling along. Cows ahead. Drivetrain's a bit dirty, and we've done 35 k's. Not going real fast. A few stops for things. Just come through a rather fearsome thunderstorm. Quite a lot of rain, quite rapid. Stopped now, but still quite a bit cold. See it there behind me, maybe. Whoa, it was a boomer. Absolute boomer. But they come and go pretty quick, probably only lasts like 20 minutes. Feels like it's about 4 hours, but it's actually not that long. Thankfully the road's holding up. Hasn't turned to peanut butter yet. I'm gonna start dry out now, so that's good. Oh, still about 40 to Del Norte. Look forward to getting there. Well, after 3,243 kilometres of pedalling, we've hit New Mexico. Doesn't look too much different to Colorado, but that there is New Mexico. Last state. It's the last state. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, we're so close to almost under 1,000 to go too. Oh, so good. We're rolling across from Albuquerque to Cuba. We had some pretty good peanut butter mud this morning already, but the sun's out. There's a little bit of wind around, so it's drying up pretty good at the moment. It's pretty cool country out here. Pretty different. This ain't no Colorado. Ain't no Wyoming. Ain't no Montana. This is New Mexico. So we are currently cruising on the road across from Cuba to Grants. It's 3:30 in the morning. After a bit of motel, bit of sleeping, charging, showering, washing clothes, drying clothes, all that stuff. And now I've got, maybe a little bit of rain coming, but that's okay. And about 140 k's to go to get to Grants. I'm going to assess what to do next. But this at least is cool. And no traffic. Bloody great. So I guess this is the kind of landscape I've been riding through for the past couple of hours, maybe. Yeah, it's now coming up on, I don't know, 6:30 in the morning. I've done about 92 k's. It's been nice and cool, a little bit of rain actually, not enough to need a jacket. Yeah, it's been really good. Great way to get across this tarmac section. That's the scenes out here. A lot of rock. A lot of rock. Sandstone. Oh yeah. There could be some bouldering here. Well, still rolling to Grants. Now about 62 k's out from Grants. So that's a long way when you think you can't even see that far. But we've done 124 k's, 6 hours 15, we're doing pretty good. Almost at the top, we've got about another 15-20 k's to get to the high point of this, and then it's all downhill to Grants, which will be nice. And then get a proper meal in Grants. Feels pretty good at the moment for getting moving on to Pytown. We're rolling into Grants, Milan and Grants. We'll probably have another 15-20 to go, maybe less. A little bit of a headwind, but had a pretty good roll through. From Cuba, I think our ploy of starting at 2 o'clock in the morning worked out pretty well. Pretty happy with that. Last night was pretty, this afternoon it's pretty hard. We rode through thunderstorms for felt like maybe 6 or 7 hours, and that didn't make the road very easy to get through. But anyway, here we are. We made it through the toaster house, which was awesome because it was a house and it had a shower, had a hose this morning to wash our bikes, which were pretty muddy. We didn't get peanut butter mudded, but geez, it was pretty close. And then it would have been a long 20-30 k from where that was really bad to, oh no, it was more than that, it's like 50, to Pytown. But we got there, and when we got there I realised that in better shape than other people, especially Jason, American guy who obviously doesn't know that there's no resupply till Silver City. So I don't know what his game plan is. But when I look around out here and there's the road's drying up, it's about 8 o'clock, 8:20 in the morning. Done just coming up 20 k's. It is pretty, very different to home. And we're under 500 to go. That makes me pretty excited, pretty happy. That'll be enough, I tell you. That will be enough. Well, that there is potentially the highest we're going to be between here and the Mexican border. We believe this, we can see, oh, we're right up there, and the next high point isn't quite as high. We're at 2.5, the next high point is below 2.5. 24, only just. We've got a bit of rolling Ted down here. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't even know where I am. I'm on my way to Beaver Head, which is a ranger station. Apparently there's a vending machine, so hopefully get a can of Coke there or something, but that's still in like 70 k's. It sounds like Ashley snapped his crank off, which is balls. Because you see, just past back there, past the 90% done mark. So I'm in less than 10% to go. And then you hear Ashley snap this crank off and you realise that tour divide, you never know what's going to happen next. So we'll just gently catch a worm, make our way down south. I guess I'm back in my own little world now. Back just doing what Adam does, doing Adam things. So it's a bit of a funny old scenario, isn't it? It's pretty clear behind me, pretty clear back there, and pretty menacing up in front. Clear over there. And before, these hills here were in the rain, and now it's those hills that are in the rain. So I feel like I'm travelling in the same direction as the storm. Which doesn't kind of compel me to pedal very hard. Big ass bull in the paddock there might compel me. That bull might compel me to pedal hard. But this storm here most certainly doesn't. So I'm just kind of soft pedaling along. Occasionally I get a spit on me and a few drops, but not much. So I might just keep soft pedaling to Beaverhead, and hopefully it will just pass ahead of me, and then I'll have a little break at Beaverhead and let this jigger off. Well, good morning. I didn't get a great long day yesterday that I was hoping for. I was hoping to get like 250 or something, or 200 or something, but it never happened. We got serious peanut butter mud. I got really disheartened, and maybe Wade made the right decision, maybe not. The other guys pushed on, but there was a pit toilet and a hose, and so I stopped and I slept in the toilet, forgetting about all the lizards and spiders and stuff that we have down here. And then woke up at 4, underway after washing the bike again, by about 5. But I got dry stuff-ish. Not dry bike because I just hosed it off, but then kind of when I came outside, obviously it's all misty, and so there's been no drying to the road. But the sun will come up shortly, and I think it will just burn off all this mist really quickly, and then the road will firm up, and then I'll be away, and maybe to Silver City, and then decide, well, definitely Silver City is the plan, and then decide what to do from there. This is what we call a Snickers moment, because that point is higher than that point. And so we've got a lot of down, big climb up through the hill, down to Silver City, out of Silver City, little lump, Antelope Wells. So we're kind of, once again, more down than up. Here we are on the CDT trail. It's pretty barren. Guy at the bottom gave me a couple of little bottles of water to fill me up again, so I'm running on full water supply. Plus I punched the silver Red Bull Bullet at the bottom. It's gonna make this feel like great times.
So I left Silver City, it's back over there somewhere. Antelope Wells is down there somewhere. And I've got about less than 200 k's to go. Oh, I've got enough food and stuff to get me there. And I'm just going to pedal till either the road goes to poo, I go to poo, or I find a border. Whichever kind of comes first, I guess. If it doesn't happen until tomorrow, that's okay. Gives us one more day of enjoyment, I guess. But currently, we're looking pretty good. We're enjoying it at the moment. Well, here we are, last night at Tour Divide. Let's hope about 150 or less k's to go, about 20 something k's out of Sapa, and then 120 to go from there, 125 or something. Holy. Here it is, less than 1,000 metres to go after 4,325 kilometres. We're in the just, I don't know, I have no words. I don't know what to say. It's pretty amazing. Oh, she's been a big job. She's been a big job.